Do you know what car does Santa Claus, what vehicle does Santa Claus drives when he comes to Thailand? I have the answer. The Santa Claus car here in Hua Hin, Thailand. Yeah, good morning from Hua Hin, Thailand. Let's talk about why. Let me talk about why. Why in the nearest future I believe you are going to see more of these kind of videos. Me walking on random streets, random places, maybe ugly places, talking about random things, maybe about the place, maybe about something completely different. Why? Look, cicada market in the evenings, I believe on Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, maybe also on Thursdays. Here is a night market and there is the next one right next to it. But I like the Tuesday market from all the night markets that are here in Hua Hin. But speaking of why, I'll talk about this. Why I'm gonna be making and what kind of content I'm gonna be making more about my future plans for the nearest future. And at the end of the video I'll also talk about why I like Hua Hin, but in short, it's just a nice place to spend time, longer times. It's a very nice, livable place. But about the content. This autumn, when we came to Thailand in November, I was thinking that that's it. This year I'm starting to make more of the content that brings in more viewers. The kind of content, what to see, what to do, what are the top things, top places. Content that is more specific, talks on a more specific topic. Each video talks on a more specific topic that brings in more viewers, and that's better for the business. I have been working in content marketing for almost 20 years, not in videos. I have been working on blogs and websites, but I know what brings in people. And what happened is that just as I made this decision, I stopped filming almost at all, because I don't like making that kind of content. And to give you a little bit of context, in the past, these 20 years, almost 20 years that I have been working on the internet, working in marketing, I have had, let's say, like two big phases. One was when I was doing all this just for fun, doing content because I like it, doing the kind of content that I really like. And the second phase was when I started doing content that brings in more people. It was exciting, learning about these strategies, learning what kind of blog posts to write that bring in people themselves. It's a cool feeling knowing that you can write something on your website. I have had many websites, I have worked for many clients. Creating content and knowing that you don't need to share it with anyone, but that it will bring in people and that it will convert into customers. It's a cool feeling. But if I'm honest with you, what brings me the most joy, what has been bringing me the most joy, is just making content for the sake of making content. And when it comes to travel, it has always been about making the content that inspires you. Hello. That makes you wanna travel. I don't necessarily want you to come to Hua Hin or any other places that I have been talking about. It's not the point of why I am making travel content. At the same time, what I do care about is that those of you who watch me going to places and then who have this urge to also do something similar, to travel, to live nomadically, to work remotely, I care about those of you that watch me and make that step. That really brings me joy. That's why I make this kind of content, because same like you, if you are not traveling right now, if you are not working remotely, same like you, 12 years ago I didn't even think that it's possible. I didn't think it's possible to travel as much, to go to so many places. I didn't think that it's as easy and as doable for so many. And that's why I'm making travel vlogs. Not to create anything artificially, but to document, to show you what it's like if you are living like I am living. That's the main goal with these travel vlogs that I'm making. And I also like to look at these videos myself to see how I was, for example, filming, how I was speaking on camera, how I was doing, where I was going. It's also interesting for me myself. I'm planning to go to one place where I have tried to go to, but I didn't succeed the last time. It's at the end of Hua Hin beach, this kinda small hill where there is a stupa or temple at the top. Let's try and go there. I'm not walking on the beach because today the tide is super high. At the moment there is no beach at all. It's all under the water. And the interesting thing is that I have never walked here. I have always been walking on the beach. So I see all of this for the first time, even though I have been in Hua Hin for over 2 months. And another thing about the videos is that I am creating the kind of content that I myself like to watch. Yes, occasionally I like to watch also videos like, for example, Paddy Doyle or Retired For You are making about Thailand, learning from them about some cool places in Thailand, and at times it feels that I have felt that I would also like to make a similar kind of content which is inspiring and educational at the same time, but mostly I watch the kind of content that I'm making myself, the kind of content where I'm just following that person, how they are doing, what they are doing, what they have on their mind, what's happening in their lives. Like the one person that I have mentioned a lot in my videos a few times, the Gabriel traveler. I just like to see where Gabriel is right now, what he's doing, how is it going, and that's it. And I don't really care if in some videos he's, I don't know, just talking for 20, 30, 40 minutes. Sometimes I find myself dragged into these videos only later to realize that, oh, he didn't really show any of the place, he was just talking about something happening maybe a few days earlier and in a completely different country, not where he is now and where he is walking and filming this exact video. What is this? My resort. My resort Hua Hin. It's interesting. I didn't think there is much happening here at this end of the town, city, but it looks busy. But if you want my opinion then on where to stay in Hua Hin, then I think that somewhere near Blueport or Village Market are the top places. You will feel very central and you won't need transportation. You will be able to just walk everywhere or take the super cheap public transportation, the pickup, the Songtao, for 15 baht. Very affordable. How far are we? Okay, maybe kilometer and a half from that hill. So yeah, first of all, this is the kind of content that I myself enjoy making the most. This is the kind of content that I'm watching myself the most. So I like to create similar kind of content for people who are interested in that kind of content. And the third thing is that I feel like this is the kind of content that is gonna flourish in the future. Not maybe on a huge scale, but you see, in the times when so much of the content is being created by AI, and when you speak about the content which is educational, like what to see, where to go, informational, or how to do this or how to do that, I believe that a huge proportion of that content in very near future is gonna be made by AI, and some people will gonna want to just watch real people for the change. They will watch these informational videos, and they will also want to watch real people doing real things, talking about real people things, real people challenges, real people thoughts. Some impressive palm trees. I see that we can get to the beach here. Let me show you how crazy are the waves today. I was out for the sunrise. I thought that the sea was high, but it wasn't yet the high tide at that moment. But even then it wasn't possible to go to the we are going there. Not on the beach. I don't know if you have noticed that, but I have started doing YouTube shorts lately. I have been making jokes on the internet for some time. Started it in maybe like 2017, 18 when I did that for our Latvian Instagram channel, Latvieši ceļo, Latvians traveling. But I never came up with a great idea how to incorporate that into YouTube. I can't make jokes non-stop for 20 minutes, but yeah, then I tried TikTok, the 2021, the end of 2021 I tried TikTok. I had some success in Thailand, but let me tell you this, if you are planning to do TikTok, it's quite hard. It's might be also impossible if you are traveling a lot. That year we were traveling a lot, and when we were changing locations and TikTok is showing your videos 1 week to people in Thailand, and the next week it starts showing them to people in Bangladesh who don't understand what you are talking about, and your videos don't get the same views, and yeah, it's hard. But this year I came up with this idea: why not make the jokes on the same channel, or make Adventure Happen YouTube, and why not post them as shorts? Yeah, that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. Some are with only me, some are with Una, at the moment it's a mix of lifestyle and travel, and I don't know what it will turn out eventually, but let's see. It would be nice to keep a mix of travel and lifestyle kind of content, but let's see what people on the internet like more, because when it comes to jokes, I like making all kinds of jokes. I learned that with Instagram, when after years of trying to make informational content, I started making jokes and I realized, hey, that's it. I don't want to talk about what to see, what to do. I want to talk about everyday things, make jokes about everyday situations. Because when I'm making jokes, that's the cool side effect of this kind of content. When you're making jokes, you are constantly seeking for ideas, and there are lots of ideas, especially in places like Thailand, for some interesting, funny things to talk about, show you, laugh about. It's just a cool environment. I totally see why so many people, when they come to Thailand, become content creators. And for me personally, a big role in that was also the TikTok. Me trying to do TikTok in Thailand and having such a good reaction from people. Only later, something like 2 years later, I realized that the part of my success super quickly was that people in Thailand laugh about similar jokes like I do. I didn't even think of that it might be so. I thought my humor is more maybe British. Okay, 700 meters more or less, maybe 800 or 900 meters until that. And I don't know what is this about, but you see this in Hua Hin everywhere. This sometimes only the eye, sometimes it as a person. This is a Song Tao. I didn't know that they have a stop here. Looks like the last stop. Hua Hin, the market village, Blueport Mall. Looks like I'll be taking one of those to get back to the area of Blueport. And I have changed my mind. I think I'm going to this place. It's windy. There on the hill. The entrance is around the corner. Entry to where? To this place. Maybe. Okay. To this. No idea, maybe it was just in the same word in 3 languages. Only recently did I learn that in Isan region in Thailand they speak different dialect or language, maybe also the writing is different. But from what I have heard, it sounds like a different language. How do we go? Entry, exit. Now let me talk about Hua Hin a little bit more. Why do I like Hua Hin? Like I said, it's a very livable place. There is all you need for your daily life. It's not the most interesting place like for tourism. Exit. No idea. Yeah, not the most interesting place for tourism, but there are malls, there are night markets, several. There are a lot of foreigners, but also it's a very local place. It's easy to go to local places. And don't be always surrounded by other foreigners. There are some nice places where to go. There is some nature, there is a long beach. The prices are reasonable. Quality of things that you can get here is good. I mean, food. For example, last May I came here for the very first time, and I remember saying that food here is amazing, and it's close to Bangkok, but the prices are more like in the north of Thailand, where prices are lower. I still feel the same way. It's a good quality for lower price than in more touristy cities in Thailand. It is touristy, and I'm hearing that it's getting more and more popular, but it's far from what you see in Krabi or Phuket, Pattaya. No shoes in the toilet. A beautiful view incoming. The sea. Let's go up. It's very unique again. In Thailand there are so many temples and so many different styles. I mean, the temples look similar, but details are not all the same. This is the hill I was talking about that I'm heading to. I'll go there. Not now, but we'll get to see it. I didn't realize that it's as big. And wow, look to the other side. So this is where the Hua Hin city center, Hua Hin main beach. This is the hill at the top of at the end of the beach, and on the other side the beach goes on and on. And since I was planning to film more sophisticated videos, I didn't film how we went there and how beautiful it was there. You can see a short from that area. We went to a cute cafe, and there we also went to a big statue of Buddha and found some cool looking how do I go? Beach. Cool looking beach. It's another place I want to go to, even though I have been there. Next year, international flights are starting to land in Hua Hin. First from Malaysia, like I heard. This railway. See you soon. Still from Thailand.